Morning, guys. It's a very cloudy day and it's only going to be in the 50s, so it said rain later this evening, or this afternoon rather, about 3 o'clock supposedly, so it can happen. Anyway, so in weighing myself this morning, I came in at 192.5. It's another 7 ounces down. What did I eat yesterday? I pretty well had the same thing. The mashed potatoes that was left over from the day before, I just went on ahead and stored, and it still equaled a little less than 1/4 of a cup. So the only difference that I had was I didn't have a berry smoothie. Instead, I had my cup of joe with my Lunchable and water with my dinner. And I didn't have ice cream, but instead I finally tried one of the goodies that was in the Munch Pack that I had bought months ago for Big Mouth. And it was a strawberry wafer, or a strawberry waffle from Canada. It almost reminded me of a iced oatmeal cookie, but instead it kind of had the strawberry flavor, but it reminded me a lot of an oatmeal cookie. So anyway, it was good, and that's all I had. That's all I had yesterday. And this is the really remarkable thing. By the time I finally got to eat and was seriously hungry, like I'd said before, I don't force intermittent fasting. That's just how it turns out for me. So, as it happens, by the time I finally ate, I had fasted 20.5 hours. That is the longest I've ever had a fast. 20.5 hours. And it was another good 6 hours before I ate supper because I wasn't hungry. Just eating a Lunchable and having half a cup of joe, I wasn't hungry for 6 hours. And really, I probably could have pushed it a little longer because I ate at 7:15, and I probably could have pushed it till 8 o'clock. But I didn't want to eat so close to bed. So, and I am so amazed at that because I've never done that. I've never been able to do that. Some time ago I had tried, this was years and years ago, I had tried to do a prayer fast, and I'd done good just to make it 5 hours before eating. And now I'm going 15 to 17 hours, and yesterday a breaker at 20.5. And I'm like, wow. And God keeps showing me things, and I am so absolutely amazed. As I told you what I felt the day before, I wanted to feel again. And I didn't quite get that feeling yesterday, but at the same time, I was very pleased. Very pleased is a good word to put. I like what's going on now. And it's almost like a large revelation. A large revelation of just what, Like, you go from A to B, and the next thing you know, A to B isn't any longer working, so you go from B to C, and eureka, it's working again. But that's also how the body works. It easily gets used to something, and then you just have to tweak it a little bit to shock it and get it to start going again. That's just like with exercise. You can exercise a certain amount and a certain way, and your body gets used to it and it's no longer responding. So either you up your count or you go to a completely different exercise. Whatever it takes to throw the body into shock and get it to start acting again. And it's the same way with food, apparently. When you're trying to lose weight through eating certain foods, and you eat like that all the time, and suddenly your body's caught on, so it's just holding on, and you end up on a plateau, and then you have to tweak a little to get it going again. It's how the body operates, unfortunately, and it's a pain in the keister because we no sooner get accustomed to what we're doing and it's working, and then all of a sudden it's not, and we go scratching our heads, tons of question marks running over top of our heads, and we're thinking, what do I do now? What did I do wrong? Where did I do this? Where did I do that? Did I start doing that? I mean, you know, tons of questions like, what? Why? What? You know, and the simple fact is, periodically, we just have to kind of switch things up a little bit so that the body goes, oh, you know, God created our bodies to adjust. And so we've got to adjust too, so that our bodies can realign, if you want to go that way. So I'm very happy that once again I am dropping the weight, and I did have to do a little tweaking, but I also had to be reminded, and that's what ended up happening. Above everything else, I was reminded that simply I cannot eat beyond the capacity of food, period. I can't. My body refuses to drop the rate by me doing that. So that right there kind of proves that the Ray Down does work, because that is one of the things that you don't do in the Ray Down. You don't overeat to the capacity of full. You don't overeat that. Just like you don't eat in between meals and you don't binge. And it's true. It's true. So yeah, weight's coming off. It's starting to come back off. And I look forward to, once again, I see 190 and I move off of the 90s into the 80s. It would be terrific for me to be in the 80s by the time day 150 comes. Would be wonderful. Seeing that I had so much struggle, I'd be happy with 5 pounds, but I would be even happier with like 6, 7, 8. Now this is day 139, 11 days left, so we'll see what the end is. I look forward to seeing the results on day 150. I do. Despite of the backup that I'd had this 30-day period, I do. I look forward to seeing what my body is going to look like, what the numbers are. I look forward to it. So, with all that said, I just want to say I love you. To my new subscribers, thank you and welcome. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.